This is an ode to Egyptian capitalism and democracy. From the start, I was blogging that democracy and capitalism will never happen in the Middle East. Those nations that are existing, that it seems as if they are capitalist and democratic, they're just a facade. You have to operate in the way in which Saddam Hussein and others operated over there. We see where their Spring Revolution resulted in Morsi being elected in a democratic way. It seems like, but the chase is much more exciting than the catch, and they just like the chase. Now, with democracy and capitalism, initially you make a clean vote, fair and open and everything else, and no scampishness. And after the election, you just work with whoever's been elected until the next cycle. In my view, you just don't try to obstruct the progress of the elected just to score points. And so we even see the celebrated countries with democracy and capitalism. This is happening. The third world has a classic way of doing it, in which the opposition keeps burning down. So the government becomes opposition, they burn down. The government becomes opposition, they burn down. And so they just keep treading the water. They never advance, without rare advancing significantly, but they're going backwards slightly. And so the military is giving Morsi up to Wednesday evening to deal with the demands of the citizens. And if he doesn't, or he's unsuccessful, they will come in and take care of business. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to end, because I recall this is what happened to President Mubarak. He's charged with the excesses of the military and other things that were happening out there. And so the Bible showed it. It says that these people are indomitable and uncontrollable. And we found that the leaders who are brutal and authoritarian were able to keep things in check. You know, a million years will come and there still wouldn't be democratic and capitalist, because it doesn't go with Islam. I mean, it's unfortunate to say that. You see, whites got it mixed up. They figure like, oh, we're so bright, we're so good, look how we could have democracy and capitalism. But actually, you know, I'm not sure seeing where capitalism and democracy is working. We're getting into some piracy. We're getting into some semi, you know, burn down when you become opposition. Simply because the West, their religion, which was Christianity, and came out of the Christian Reformation, has already begun to decline, and voodoo is taking over. So along with the voodoo, you're going to have undemocratic and uncapitalistic behavior. You give a guy money to invest, he wants big returns, he wants to grab it, you know, and when he's in opposition, he wants to obstruct you, and so on. I recall in Canada, this guy got a $250,000 pension. He told his friend to say he wants to invest it. His friend contacted an investor. The investor gave him 10% of the money, so 25,000, and then they took another 10% for themselves, which would be less than you know, 25,000. But eventually, the guy only had like $200,000 left to really invest, and they start sending him statements with figures all over and mixing it up and so forth. Now, had he put his money straight in the bank, it would be a better move. But then on the other hand, his friends shouldn't have wanted to get a commission on that, and they shouldn't have wanted to take big commissions like that. But hey, everybody wants to get rich, and everybody wants to get it in a hurry. So bye-bye to capitalism and democracy. I believe that those are the best systems we have maybe in this time. But I'm looking forward to theocracy, when God going to be ruling. And there ain't going to be no kind of human rights violations. There ain't going to be no spying. There ain't going to be no scampishness. There ain't going to be none of this stuff. You know, and even in the West, because the good book says that in the final analysis, you can't buy or sell except you have the mark. So there goes capitalism straight up, and perhaps democracy. So I'm not surprised, but it's unfortunate that many important people got, you know, hogwinked in this Middle East stuff.